Cold in here.
Yeah.
But I know you're just now starting, so you gotta work things out. Find out where everything's gotta be.
All right, gotta get this centered.
I think my son was counting up how many hogs he's smoked on his smoker the other day. 135 of them since he's made that smoker. And that sawdust or sand?
Vermiculite. First off, I know nobody likes listening to me talk, so I'm going to try and make things interesting by inserting random slow motion clips of me smashing fruit with a sledgehammer. This video has been a long time in the making. These are actually number 100 and 101. These are the first hammers that I forged when I moved here like 6 months ago. You noticed in the video, it was summer in the beginning, and I think some of the last clips was probably snow on the ground. Oh, it took me a lot longer than I anticipated once I moved here to actually get the shop set up and to get back into a production mode. One of the things you probably noticed is I didn't put out a whole lot of videos in the year 2019, and I really just kind of wanted to seclude, I think that's the word, and really focus on my skills as a blacksmith before I start putting out videos and having no idea what I'm doing. So I really just, the past year, I just really wanted to focus on growing my skills. First and foremost, my biggest pursuit, my biggest passion is furniture and furniture design. And that's kind of why I've been doing all this. I kind of want to go around and collect as many skills as I can as, you know, a fabricator, woodworker, leather, blacksmithing. I want to acquaint myself with as many skill sets as I can. So that way when I get back into designing furniture, I will have all of those to choose from, and it'll give me some new ideas and some new mediums to work with. So a little bit about these hammers for those of you who are interested in the story of why I engraved what I did on them. If you know anything about me, you probably know that I do not like the state of Florida. I lived there for 3 years, and I am so relieved to be out of there. But some good things came out of it. I really kind of found myself as a maker. That's where I started putting out YouTube content, Instagram, and really decided that this is what I am going to pursue. This is what I want to do with my life. I found that in Florida. I know that if I would have like engraved Florida on this, I would have thrown it in the dumpster because I don't even like that shape. So I wanted to focus on the positive. So I got all symbolic and put a lighthouse on this side. This side kind of represents finding myself. And on the other side, my wife and I recently moved to Delaware, Ohio. We bought a house, bought a nice big shop on the property. And so I wanted to kind of represent growing our roots. We're settling in, and I'm really excited to see what grows of it. The best way I could figure to represent that was with a tree with roots. So that's kind of the backstory of why I engraved what I did on these hammers. I auctioned off hammer 101, which is identical to number 100 on my Instagram yesterday, and the auction closed out at $825. It's nice knowing that people value the work and time that I put into this stuff. So that was really exciting for me. I couldn't be more thankful for the fact that I get to do this for a living and people actually watch my videos and listen to me talk. I also want to talk about sponsors for a second. I recently picked up a new sponsor that I'm really excited about. WD-40 approached me a little bit ago and they wanted to work with me. They sent me some products. They recently came out with a specialist line, which is exactly what it sounds. There's a whole bunch of products that have specialized applications. I'm still discovering and learning about them. This video I really wanted to focus on the WD-40 Specialist High Temperature Grease, I think is what it's called. I'll put a link in the video description and on the build page. If you guys have any sort of equipment, forging equipment that uses grease, like my hydraulic forging press or a power hammer, I highly suggest checking this stuff out. It works way better than everything I've had in the past. You know, you're using hot billets and stuff, so it doesn't turn into liquid and run all over the place and burn up like some of the other stuff that I use. Also, some of my long-standing sponsors, Furred Abrasives. If you guys were at the FabTech event last month, you probably saw this hammer. I sent it off to them. They had it in their booths. I get a lot of people that ask me about how I go about getting the mirror polish on my hammers. I use Furred products. I think it's the CombiClick system. I will put a link as well in the comments and also on the build page. If there are any products in this video that you're interested in, I always create a build page and it has pictures of every tool and every product that I used in the video. You can click on those pictures and it will take you to a place where you can purchase them. I will put a card in the corner of the video here, and also it should be the first link in the video description. I also wanted to give a shout out to IsoTunes. A lot of times I listen to music in the shop, other times I listen to podcasts. And I'm kind of neurotic about podcasts because I really want to hear every word that people are saying, and I find that the IsoTunes stuff blocks out enough of the shop noise to where I can actually do that. And I think I have a promo code that's good. ZHF should give you 10% off of any of the Bluetooth hearing protection that IsoTunes sells. I'll also have a link for that on my website as well. Last but not least, I wanted to thank my Patreon supporters who stuck out my 2019 YouTube famine. I have a lot of good content coming out here in the next year I'm really excited about. I'm also going to be relaunching the Patreon video hangouts. I'll probably be doing those once a month instead of once a week like I was in the past. I just don't have that much time. And if you want to support me, you can do so through Patreon. I also have merchandise for sale on my website. I have some t-shirts, hats, a few beanies left, some coffee mugs, and I have some new t-shirt designs that I'll be coming out with in the near future, so stay tuned for that. And thank you so much for watching. I will catch you guys soon.